on. Good one going. Uh-huh. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Are we on? Hey guys, this is Bulletfreak to the floor here, and welcome to 171 of Bulletfreak's Game Request Line. I am your host, the one, the only, the legendary Bulletfreak 224. Hey, you guys already know I got my request book all set up and ready to go. And like I said before, you guys got any comments, requests, questions, super chat, super stickers, or gift donations, please leave them in the live chat right over here. And you to my channel, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to all post notifications on my favorite videos here. And yeah, but be warned though, if I see any spam or any inappropriate comments, one of my members is going to remove you from the chat and you will be blocked. So be very, very careful when commenting in a live chat here. So anyways, that being said, let's get started. I was way too busy watching some Spanish dramas that I forgot to tell you about. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you guys about the best game console launches of all time. So might as well get to it, right? So in 1977. Oh wait, it was a true game as unlike the Odyssey, you can buy game cartridges to play on with it, and wasn't limited to games that it came pre-installed with. Atari's name remains intricately tied to the launch of the at-home game console, even though the first wave didn't exactly stick around for long. Atari's success was short-lived as the video game market experienced a massive crash in 1983, leading many console makers and game publishers to bankruptcy. According to New York Times, video game sales dropped from $3 billion to just $100 million from 1982 to 1955. There were many reasons behind the crash, but the main cause was a flood console and game market. Many games were getting copies of copies, as well as the emergence of the home computer, which could let you both work and play on just one system. Few could predict that 2 years later, in 1985, the world will see one of the most influential and famous game consoles of all time, courtesy of Nintendo. Number nine, the NES. Arguably the biggest and most influential gaming console launch of all time was the Nintendo Entertainment System, known as Famicom in Japan. Its launch not only ended the first video game crash of 1983, it single-handedly pushed Nintendo to stardom. Such was the power to the brand that Nintendo became an eponym for every game console that point forward. From that point forward. Okay, the Japanese video game giant made sure history didn't repeat itself with a saturated video game market with a tighter curation system. Any game published for the NES would need official branding approval for licensing. Nintendo also asked developers not to attempt to release more than 5 games per year. While this was a good tactic, the games themselves were keys to its success. A strong launch lineup and the continued popularity of games come out in later years what pushed the NES to legendary status among video game consoles. When the 90s rolled in, Sega launched its Genesis console to compete with the NES, which boasted better hardware and better-looking games. To take the fight to Sega, Nintendo launched the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo complete with upgraded hardware and improved games in both terms of gameplay and graphics. Nintendo's reputation and the game's popularity on the Super NES helped it outsell the Sega Genesis, netting over 49.10 million console sales versus the latter of 34.6 million through their lifetimes. Just like the NES, Nintendo was looking to get a piece of their graphics pie by being the first to launch a 3D compatible gaming console. The N64 was the company's first to feature 3D graphics completing directly with the likes of Sony PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. Unfortunately, it didn't end up selling well as a Sony rival, coming in at 32.93 million units sold versus 102.49 million for the PlayStation. Number eight. The game the Game Boy. The Nintendo Game Boy was the first ever portable console, precursor to the likes of the PlayStation Portable and Nintendo Switch. Its success over the years prompted Nintendo to produce mobile platforms like the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo Switch. According to VG charts, the Nintendo DS and Nintendo Game Boy still hold the second and third place spots in the grand list of best-selling consoles of all time. Sony's PSP was also quite popular, but didn't manage to reach the heights of Nintendo's counterpart. Released back in 1989, which the year I was born in, the Game Boy competed with Sega's Game Gear and Atari Lynx, both which not only featured more powerful processors and displays, but they also had more features in general. However, despite being technically less impressive than its rivals' monochrome screen versus colored LCDs, for example, Game Boy's optimized battery system outlived competitors quite easily, lasting 35 hours with rivals Atari Lynx and the Sega Game Gear, barely managing 4 to 6 hours. At launch, the Game Boy came with Tetris. This was the first game was featured on a commercially available mobile gaming console. Over time, Tetris sold over 35 million copies on Game Boy after the initial launch bundling, and remains one of the most popular game franchises of all time. Tetris also demonstrated the Game Boy's Game Link cable, allowing multiplayer action for the first time. The Nintendo Game Boy also came with Super Mario Land, which was also hugely popular as you could play Mario on the go on a much smaller device than the NES. Number 8, the Sony PlayStation. The Sony's foray into the console market wasn't pre-planned, but happened thanks to Nintendo. Nintendo partnered with Sony in 1988 to develop a CD-ROM add-on called PlayStation that connect to a Nintendo console. At the time, Sony wasn't even looking to enter the market of its own. However, when Nintendo canceled their partnership, going with Philips instead, Sony was out for blood and went ahead with the development of a standalone console with their own games. With PlayStation, released in 1994 in Japan and 1995 in North America, Sony focused on 3D game graphics processing as inspired by the Japanese arcade successor Sega's Virtua Fighter. Due in at least part of the PlayStation's superior hardware capabilities, game developers and partnering brands jumped on the metaphorical bandwagon. PlayStation 1 was one of the first successful CD-ROM featured consoles as rivals, not even coming close. As for its launch lineup, PlayStation 1 has Ridge Racer, Rayman, and Street Fighter the movie, among many others. However, what made it a major success was the game's launch months and years after the console's initial launch. Games like Metal Gear, Tomb Raider, and Final Fantasy VII and Gran Turismo used to be the original PlayStation as a platform to launch decades-long franchises and household name brands in their own right. At the end of its cycle in 2006, Sony has sold over 102 million PlayStation 1 consoles, making the PlayStation 1 one of the best-selling consoles ever made. Number 7, one of my favorites, the Sega Dreamcast. After the success of PlayStation 1 and the N64, Sega had big shoes to fill, especially the failure of its Saturn console, which has way too expensive and didn't do well against its rivals. The Saturn not only cost $100 more than PlayStation 1 at launch, $400 versus $300, but Sega also fumbled its launch in North America. Sony launched PlayStation 1 later and more polished, stable, cannibalizing Saturn's sales in the region. The company had the right idea with Dreamcast, new innovative tech with some being ahead of its time, but at a more affordable price. Complete with a 56K dial-up modem for internet connectivity, the first console ever to feature one. It also featured GD-ROM, which was something between CDs and DVDs, making it more cost-effective than DVD-ROMs. Dreamcast online capabilities included being able to chat with other players, send emails, and browse the internet. Sound like Xbox Live PlayStation Network, doesn't it? Anyways, Sega was looking to build something similar, but ended up segregating services to each region separately. All that was left was a good launch lineup, and Sega was set to take a chunk out of the Sony and Nintendo dominated market. Its launch lineup includes games like Sonic Adventure, Soul Calibur, and Virtua Fighter 3. All three selling handsomely. Sonic is still well loved by fans, while Soul Calibur received multiple new entries over time and became a niche of great fighting game series. So, on paper, Sega was doing everything right, but sadly, it didn't turn out so well and Dreamcast ended up in a flop. Sega had to discontinue just after 2 years thanks to Sony coming out with a PlayStation 2 and outdoing Dreamcast with better games, better graphics, and reasonable pricing, and offering online services. The next console I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Xbox, which I currently have. How do you enter a market dominated by two Japanese companies with an extensive lineup of games and great consoles to play them on? You play the long game and offer something they don't have. Microsoft became a big name in the PC market in the late 90s. Originally called the Direct Xbox, the company was looking to sell a PC dressed up as a gaming console with more power and flexibility than its competitors. Running Windows 2000, the new console was designed to be easier to work with for game developers, and it was closer to a PC. Eventually, the name Direct Xbox was replaced with just Xbox, and Microsoft's new baby had a marketable name. Now, what would Microsoft offer that Nintendo and Sony didn't have? Online capability. Granted, both PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube had internet connectivity, but they were limited and only let you chat or browse the internet at most. Microsoft's idea was to make an online gaming hub that not only lets you play with other people from across the country, but also lets you play downloaded games and media directly to the Xbox without having to go out and buy a separate disc for everything. All of this combined made for a compelling console offering for Microsoft. But as we'll learn more, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for the software giant. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about. Oh, what? Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is there's more on Xbox. It's called the Halo effect. There's one key ingredient to making a console successful: great games. Microsoft knew this to be true and spared no effort in promoting this console at Xbox and events to attract game developers. One of them was Bungie, known for these days of his work for the acclaimed Halo series and later developing Destiny and Destiny 2. Back then, Microsoft acquired the studio for $30 million and set it to work for its Xbox console. The studio's Halo Combat Evolved was designed to fully utilize the console's capabilities, which I have on me right now. Okay, was turned into a first-person shooter. To say that it helped make Xbox a success is no understatement, as it was a great entry to the first-person genre's early years. After its launch, Xbox sold over 1 million units in just 3 weeks, despite its high for the time price tag of $300. Not that bad English. So anyways, Halo itself sold 1 million copies during the first few months of its release. The console's massive success in North America, but didn't really catch on in Europe or Asia with low sales in both regions. To boost sales, Microsoft dropped the console's price to $299 to $199 in April of 2002, meaning it lost money with every Xbox sold, but it did help put the console in more gamers' hands. The momentum dropped in the following years, but with the launch of Halo 2, which sold more than 2.0 million units within 24 hours. The console got new wind of its new sales. Overall, Xbox managed to sell 24.65 million units, outside console giants Nintendo GameCube 21.74 units, cementing its place of major console makers. Okay, guys, the next best-selling console I'm going to talk to you about is not that one. Yes, my favorite. One of my favorite systems of all time, the PlayStation 2. Released in 2000, PlayStation 2 followed up the success of its predecessor, improving it in terms of hardware and capabilities. The era of console-friendly 3D games began with its first PlayStation, but in the early days, the games didn't look all that great due to hardware limitations. With PlayStation 2's better hardware, developers could make much more visually impressive games, increasing the console's appeal. Most importantly, it worked with a DVR drive and could pull double duty as a DVD player, which invited even non-gamers to purchase the console. PS2 was released as just at the right time when people were starting to toss aside their VHS tapes and get into higher quality movies and TV shows on DVD. The bigger storage space on DVDs also lets developers to make the games bigger and better looking than before. Another key advantage of PlayStation 2 had was backwards capabilities with the original PlayStation 1 games, giving it a large library at launch. This is why I tracked down a PS2, because I'm trying to get a better PS2 so I can start back some PS2 gameplays. But anyways, over 20 years later, the PS2 remains the best-selling gaming console in history. All right, then. Okay, let's talk about the biggest names in gaming. What made the PS2 triumph over Xbox was simple: games. Not only the Japanese console have many more games available, but they also became available fan favorites, with some getting multiple entries during PS2's 13-year run. Xbox has the advantage with online play, but they paled in comparison to the sheer volume of PS2's game library. It was home to Grand Theft Auto like Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, and Ratchet Deadlock, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, God of War 1 and 2, and so on. You can pick out heavy hitters from the beginning of PlayStation 2 launch all the way to the console's last few years and strike gold. Some became individual successes, as well as Silent Hill 2 and Final Fantasy X. If you weren't into mainstream games, you can also play some lesser known ones like Beyond Good and Evil, Manhunt, Okami, Eco, and Gungrave, which had their own fan following. Several thousands of games were launched for the PlayStation 2 during this time, giving it an edge over other consoles. The controller was also hit the sweet spot, and it was as easiest to hold and use, unlike the original Xbox controller, which was too heavy. It didn't have a polarizing look. The console was simple, and the controller was similar. Since PlayStation 2, Sony had built up the original design over the years, with the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 were not changing much. Sony sold over 158.7 million PS2 consoles overall, which figure a figure which hasn't been beaten by any console since its discontinuation. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is the Nintendo DS. The only other portable console on this list, Nintendo DS outdid its rivals' curious spot among best-selling consoles, secondly to the legendary PlayStation 2. Going by the numbers, Nintendo sold 154.2 million units of the DS by 2022. Succeeding its granddaddy Game Boy, DS featured two screens instead of one, with touch compatibility and a stylus. Sony's offering, on the other hand, the PlayStation Portable, had more powerful software and could run PS2 levels games easily. On paper, it seems like a win for Sony, but Nintendo won the battle handily thanks to the secret ingredient we mentioned earlier: games. Granted, the PSP was home to more visually impressive games than the DS, but the latter flourished by not only offering a wider variety of games thanks to its unique interface, but it was also less expensive than the PSP, which made it much more enticing for casual gamers. There were games that were appealed to older audience, while pet simulators tickled the fancy of the tweens. Um, it also had mystery games that let you pick your adventure in a written novel-like package. This is exactly why DS was so successful. It marketed its games that featured to casual audience, which tapped by the hardcore gamer focused Sony's PSU, Sony and Xbox. Over time, Nintendo refined the design of the games, making it thinner DS Lite and adding 3D capabilities 3DS, which also helped reach more potential buyers. Want the want the latest in the tech and auto trends? Subscribe to their free newsletter for the latest headlines, expert guides, and how-to tips, one meal at a time. You can also add them at a preferred search source at Google. Read the original article on Slash Gear. Okay, so okay, okay, so there you have it, you guys. The best selling consoles of all time. The best selling consoles of all time, you guys. Which one do you think is which one do you think what was your favorite that I just said? Let me know, chat. Let me know, chat. Hey Dante K. Hey Dante K. How are you today? I'm going. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just talked about the best selling consoles of all time. What's your favorite best selling console that I just said just now? Let me know, chat. Oh yeah, you guys. Marvel's Capcom Fight Collection and requests for Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection and Capcom Fighting Collection 2 are open. So yeah. And today is Dreamcast Wednesday. So okay, okay. Marvel's Capcom 2 Switch playthrough with Omega Red, Iron Man, and Wolverine Metal. Gotta make sure this pen works. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, I talked about the Atari 2600, the PS2. I talked about the Game Boy. I talked about the NES, and I also talked about the Xbox. Okay, Dante says I think I rocked with the Xbox, and he also said I remember using playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on my Xbox 360. Hmm. It was a good console back in those days. I tell you, it was. Right now, I gotta focus on getting a PlayStation PS2, so I can start back PlayStation 2 gameplays and such. All right, retro gaming SD 1257. I locked you in already. Okay, Dante says, oh, and by the way, did you get the chance to get through World Heroes 2 last week? I forgot to do that. I was way too busy with Tekken Tuesdays yesterday. And oh yeah, you guys, I just bought a replacement copy of Tekken 7, and it works perfectly now. So Tekken 7 is perfect for Tekken Tuesdays next week. Not yet, Dante K. It's still up for grabs. Still up for grabs. Oh, I gotta check. I gotta check my phone real quick. I'll be right back. Oh shit! I forgot. Oh, boy. Oh, here it is. Let's see if I could use my phone here to do this meet.
They can be a big brand like Best Buy. There's also beauty like Sephora, Ulta, and this list really continues to grow every single day. And so it's from feedback like you guys as the creators that we are taking this back to our merchant team to get more of these brands onboarded. But of course, they have so many different products for you available to tag and really competitive commissions. And so, speaking of that, there's some exciting sales ongoing. One of our partners, the Nordstrom anniversary sale, is kicked off July 14th. And this ends in less than 2 weeks, but it's kind of like the Super Bowl for a lot of our creators. There's a huge opportunity to drive some amazing sales during this time. So we wanted to share here, these are some top products that have been selling from Nordstrom's across health and beauty, also apparel and accessories. So for Nordstrom, during the sale, they do a really great job doing bundles for beauty products. So you can see here, like the Oribe shampoo and conditioner set. For Vitalash, this is a $200 value that's half off for $100. And you could see here on the left, so like Charlotte Tilbury, some of these things that really never go on sale. It's a great opportunity that they're bundling together and a great value for your audience. Same thing with apparel and accessories. You'll see a lot of fall fashion trends coming out in the wash. What's really great about the Nordstrom anniversary sale is oftentimes these are 2026 fall fashion pieces that are going on sale before they even hit. So you'll see some classics like Uggs and Adidas, And then some of those fall trends like flared bootcut jeans, and quilted jackets as people are starting to think ahead. But just some items that we're really seeing sell well in YouTube shopping, and there's still time to be sharing this with your audience if you haven't done so already. And then in the tech space, Samsung just released their new Unpacked event where they release all of their new devices. And so they are increasing their commission through August 22nd up from 6%, bringing that to 15%. So for all of our tech creators, or even if you're not even just a tech creator, really great opportunity because Samsung devices do super well in our program. And then same on the note with tech and back to school, Best Buy is increasing their commission starting August 2nd through August 29th. Headphones going from 8 to 15, laptops 5 to 10%, TVs 8 to 10, and PC gaming 5 to 8%. There are some exclusions with Apple, no surprise, but just wanted to flag that here as well. These are really great opportunities for the back to school season, which is such a key shopping time. Also in August, we have some boosted commissions from other merchants as well. Rothy's going from 7 all the way to 20% for the month of August. Michael's, so for any crafting creators, are great for back to school. They're going from 8 to 15. LG, same with great electronics. They're from 10 to 15, and that's live now through September. And then Comfort for fall fashion too. They're bumping theirs up from 10 to 20% now through August 15th. So we have some great opportunities to earn, and we're always working to share these with you guys. So you have amazing value that you can earn and then share this back with your audience. So let's move into some affiliate best practices. One thing to share here is that we've made it even easier for you guys as creators to tag products in your videos. Now what we do is we can group them instead of tagging at specific variants. And so what we mean by that is, let's say in this case, a concealer comes in a lot of different color shades. Instead of you having to tag a specific one and, run the chance of that one going out of stock or, the tag disappearing, you can now tag that entire group and let your audience choose which size or which color best suits them. And this really helps with out of stocks and tags being dropped off. So we do recommend tagging at that group level, but in case you did want to really drill down into a specific shade, you do still have that opportunity as well. So here's the steps on screen. And then the other key thing, which we see to be really impactful for driving really strong click-through rates and conversion rate, is having a call to action in your videos, whether that's a verbal call to action or an on-screen call to action. And a creator that does that super well is Mousy Lee. And I'm going to kick off this video just to show you how she does it. And super easy.
Shop any of these items for yourself. The link is usually over here in this corner. If you can't find it here, there'll be a drop down underneath this video that says more, and it will pop up all the links. Also, YouTube is starting a new thing. If you're watching this on the television, there will be a QR code somewhere. I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it myself. I should probably go check that out, but I never watch it on TV. But I know a lot of you do. You can just open up your camera app and click the QR code in it, and it will take you right to the link of the item. I'll try to put the links in there for when I'm showing the item so it all matches up on the timestamps. I'm going to start at the bottom.
So she does a great job showing what this actually looks like. The other key thing she called out here too is the QR code experience. So as a reminder, using timestamps triggers that optimized QR code experience. And so you don't have to manually be making QR codes that you're burning into your videos because you may be seeing more and more of your audience tuning in and watching from TV screens. So that's another great call out that she has there too. And then let's jump to another example. This is a great one from the Nordstrom anniversary sale. So if you're still thinking about creating content, let's watch this one here.
This is my 12th Nordstrom anniversary sale. I really know what to look for. I know what designers to look for, what fabrics to look for, what fit, what silhouette. I am not going to waste your time. I'm going to zero in on those pieces that I think are well worth your time, effort, money, and just skip the rest. I'm also going to share why I'm not going all in on the sale this year, and I don't think you should either, and what I'm skipping. So be sure to stick around all the way to the end, because I'm going to cover those pieces that I am really skipping this year in the sale. high as a
Just to
key
jump
option
through
because
too,
this
she
one
does a
is
great job with
mostly
these
flattering
different hauls.
color.
So
These
you can see
jeans,
here, she may not
nice.
even need to have every single one of these products. She's showing it whether it's in the cart or she's actually wearing it or how she would style it. And so I think what's really great here is of course, as you're doing these longer form videos, more haul-like, where you're reviewing a number of different products, this is where timestamps are really great when you can curate at which point in that video that shopping button will show up. And again, she really prominently shows each of the different items, talks to the different values or how she would style it, why she thinks it's worth money. The other thing is so many of you guys have such great trust or history. She mentions this is her 12th Nordstrom anniversary sale. So it really shows like this girl knows what she's talking about. She knows, she's experienced, and she's not going to waste my time, because these sales can definitely be overwhelming for customers and consumers and your audience. So being able to boil it down and kind of differentiate yourself from the noise really makes a big difference. And then let's watch another one. This one's in the home space. This one actually doesn't even have any talking, which I think is interesting and doesn't need to be so complicated. So super quick, but really effective. This short course really demos and spotlights the product, focuses on this one item in a short period of time. But it really talks about how this, you can see in the title, how it's like a renter hack. You won't need to damage your trim. And so again, it can be as simple as this, but really effective, as well as just demo and spotlighting the product there. And then let's look at another one. This is in the home space too.
Everything I bought for my backyard this summer, this is the one thing I'd repurchase again and again. It's the Veradec Demi Umbrella Side Table. They just redesigned it, and I approve of the upgrades on here. You just fill the table with 2 bags of sand. It's so much sturdier than the old version that had this water bladder. It doesn't budge, it's stylish, and it is a side table for your drinks and sunscreen too. And this one has wheels, which makes it so much easier to move around the patio. Tap the shopping sticker to find it, and while you're there, check out Wayfair's Black Friday in July. They have deep discounts on some of their best-selling items, up to 80% off site-wide, plus free shipping. It's the best time to buy for summer. You don't want to miss these deals, so head to wayfair.com before they're gone.
So on the phone, you see the sticker, of course, but she has that call to action. What I really love, too, is she talks about why this new version is even better than the old one. The old one had that water bag. This one now has wheels. She really spotlights the different benefits of it and the use cases, and how easy it is to set up. So this is another great shopping example, I would say, here as well. But now let's move into Q&A before the Gap Brands team joins. So let's see, Nicole, do we have any questions submitted? And if not, we can move to some live ones.
Yes, we have a couple in the Q&A right now. So let's head over there. There's Megan's Bubble asks, what's the best way to reach out for partnerships and collaborations? Nikki, maybe it'd be a good idea to show the affiliate hub demo, and we can show where there's offers for gifting and different boosted commission incentives.
Yes, let me pull that up so I can show you guys what we're referring to here. Let me share the screen instead. I'll just pull up a test account we have. But if you're in YouTube Studio and you go under Earn and then click the shopping button, which I'm sure you guys are all familiar with, you'll see here this section. If you scroll down, affiliate sellers and offers. If you click View More, this is a great place where we highlight some of those opportunities like promotions or commission increases, what brands have new drops or new sellers that have joined. This is also a great place where you can request samples from brands, but we are really working on expanding the ability for brands to partner with creators directly. And so I think, let me jump here. It brings me to this point. Can I receive custom commission rates from brands? Can I receive opportunities? If you scan this QR code, definitely make sure you're opted into sharing channel insights with our merchant partners, because this really allows them to have more information about your channel, how you're performing in the affiliate program. It really helps improve you being selected for paid campaigns or increased commissions. But on the note of increased commissions, this is now something that you should be able to see if you are selected in notifications in YouTube Studios. You'll see this example on the right. It'll say like special commissions offer. You've been invited by XYZ for higher commissions for a limited period of time. But definitely scan this QR code if you haven't already, just to make sure you're sharing those channel settings with our merchant partners.
So the next question in the Q&A is from Kelly. There's a question that says, will there be a discount code for subscribers? I think this may have been from the top of the call, but if you'd like to email us about what you're specifically asking about, our email address is letsgoytshopping@google.com, and I'll put it in the chat. And the next question in the Q&A is from Doug and Nikki. Is there a way to set a minimum commission for an account? The AI keeps assigning me Walmart and Amazon products which do not pay commissions, and I want no part of that. Love the program, but I don't want to donate my work. So there's no way to set the minimum commission for your specific account, but when you are selecting products to tag in your content, you can take a look on the side and see which commission rate or brand you'd like to tag the product from, and you can go from there. So then there's another question in here from Tasha. Is there a limit on how many products to tag or a suggestion on the amount of products to tag? And the second half of the question is, do you see more clicks on products that are reviewed on camera versus placing a product in an unrelated video? It's always best to demo the product, include it in your video, talk to your audience about, the item that you're featuring, and also, explain why you love it. That's always the best way to get people curious about what you're promoting in the video. The limit on tagging products, I believe it's 60 products tagged on Shorts. Nikki, do you remember what it is on VOD? I can also get back to the chat.
So it's 60 on both Shorts and long form videos, VODs. It is 30 on live streams. I will say, like what we saw some of those best shopping examples earlier, the Shorts I'd say are really great for like 1 or 2 products when it comes to spotlighting. Hauls are definitely ones where you, on long form, where you can go much deeper. And so that's where you can maybe utilize all 30 or all 60 of those products. But I'd say with Shorts, we do recommend spotlighting it on 1 or 2, just because the time frame that you have there. But again, it can be up to 60 on Shorts and long form, and live is up to 30 products tagged.
And we can move on to creators that have hands up if you want to start there, Nikki.
Yeah, it looks like Precious Howard, great last name, if you want to come off mute. Oh, wait, I still think you're muted. Let's see if it...
That should work now. If you're able to take yourself off mute.
Thank you. Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
But it's kind of a deep dive. I'm missing some buttons on partnerships. Is that a question to bring up here on the open call partnership section?
Shoot us over an email. Nicole just put it in the chat. We can make sure if it's something maybe channel specific, we can take a look at that for you.
Okay.
I think that might be best. We can give you some one-on-one looks.
Hey, everybody. Okay, and I think that's really it. Yeah.
Sounds good. One thing too, I just forgot to mention here as well. A common question we get is, where can I find what products are trending or what's really top in my category? And we recently launched a feature called Trending Products in Studio on mobile. It's just on mobile right now in Studio, but we are working to expand this. And this will surface your most clicked products within your channel's top categories. So here's just an example of what that looks like. We can also send over this step-by-step guide on how to access it. But this will show you, like, let's say you're a beauty creator. It could show you top moisturizers or beauty lotion, shampoo, or makeup, again, specific to your channel. But let's open it up. Shannon, skip to my life if you want to come off mute.
Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, you can. Okay.
I have two quick questions. First of all, I know that QVC HSN filed for bankruptcy, but you guys are still saying when I contacted you that you're okay with us promoting them. So I was a little bit confused about that.
Yeah, so hi Shannon. I was the one that responded to your email.
Oh, great. Thank you.
We've seen no change in the commission rates they're offering with YouTube Shopping. So if you would still like to keep tagging products from them, there's no issue with tagging items from QVC or HSN with YouTube Shopping.
Okay, my second question is during a live, I know that there's a limit of 30 products, but how do we front load those to our live so that we can just click on them when we're demonstrating live?
So let me just make sure I understand. Oh, sorry, Nicole. Did you
No, that's okay. Go ahead. I was thinking.
Could you repeat the question one more time, Shannon? I want to make sure I understood.
So on a live broadcast, there's a limit of 30 products, but I wanted to front load those products before I went live so that I can click on them as I'm demonstrating them. And I'm not sure how to do that.
So there's a pin feature on live stream that we'll follow up with you to show you how you can pin them. It's something we use during like our Coachella shoppable live streams too. Like if you want to make sure those are prominent in the beginning, we'll send you an email, or if you want to send us an email first, we can make sure to respond back to you about how you can do product pinning during a live stream.
Thank you.
Of course. I think we have time for one or two more questions. We have the Gap team joining in a few moments, but Amari, if you want to come off mute and ask your question as well.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing great.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry I missed out on so many sessions. I was way too busy with my gaming channel, you know.
That happens.
Yes.
We're glad to have you here today.
Thank you so much. And let's get to the nitty gritty here. Should I involve products from either from Temu or from Best Buy or whatever company that I should name of?
So both of those brands and merchants are onboarded as affiliate sellers in the YouTube Shopping affiliate program. I'd say what's best is just make sure they're relevant to your content. So you can take a look in YouTube Studio and see what their associated commission rates is, if that's something you're looking to see. The other thing you could take a look to is we have a seller report in YouTube Studio. Let me just show you what that looks like, because that can maybe help inform your strategy. Let me just show you here. Earn, shopping, in the analytics piece here. Let me just go to it.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Take your time, no rush.
Let's see. Basically, there's a seller's report in here. If you click on the affiliate program and then we navigate to advanced mode, and I can send this in a follow-up email for you guys too, but there's this breakdown. Instead of content, you can switch it to seller. This is our test account, so there's nothing in here, but this should give you a breakdown of your channel, where users are shopping from, which sellers or merchants. And so maybe it is higher for you at Best Buy than Temu, or higher at Walmart, or whatever it may be. But this is a great report in your analytics where you can see where your audience is choosing to purchase from, which sellers. So you could use this in addition to commission rates, or, A/B tests and see where works best with your audience, but really just making sure it's relevant to the content that you're featuring.
Yeah, that's some very helpful advice you're giving me here, Nikki. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. So I think we have the Gap team joining now. So I'm just going to take a pause on questions, and let's see if we have anyone from the Gap side that has joined us yet.
Hey, Nikki, how's it going?
Oh, hi. Thanks so much for hopping on, Corey. We're so happy to have you here. We've got a great group of creators with us today, and they're all excited to hear from the Gap team. Let me add you as a presenter, so you should have control as well, or I can flip through for you. I'll do both, so you have options.
Okay.
But how are you doing today?
Good. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm a live streamer for the very first time. All the hearts. Thanks for the hearts, guys.
First, we were so excited to have the Gap family join our affiliate program. And so I know so many creators have been anxiously asking and waiting for you guys to join. And now it's so nice for them to all hear from you today. So even better. But you should be able to click through the presentation yourself now. Let me know if you have any trouble.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey, everybody. It's so nice to be speaking with you all today. My name is Corey Weaver. I am head of creator marketing at Gap Inc. And Gap Inc. is this portfolio of 4 iconic American brands. We got Old Navy, Gap, Banana Republic, and Athleta, most of which you guys probably already know. I'm really, really excited to chat with you guys today, not only because we love YouTube and things like that, but it's just always really nice to be able to speak face-to-face in a way with creators. But this is a really wonderful time for all of us to be chatting because Gap Inc. has been on this transformative journey with creator marketing over the last couple of years. And in particular, especially right now, going forward through the rest of the year and into next year, YouTube is a really key focus for us. And YouTube shopping is as well. So this is a really wonderful time for all of us to be chatting. But before I really get into everything that's going on at Gap, and we've got some really exciting things happening, just kind of wanted to ground you all in who we are. So back in 1969, Gap was founded really with a singular goal, and that was answering this problem that people had. They didn't have as a place to go to get comfortable jeans that fit really well. And so originally the Gap in 1969 in San Francisco, all it sold was jeans, records, and tapes. That's what they had. Obviously, things have changed over the last couple of years. Over the last 50 years, we've expanded the assortment at Gap tremendously. We've also added Banana Republic, Old Navy, and Athleta. So definitely been on a journey, but everything that we do, all of our brands work to solve that problem of making people feel like themselves, giving them comfortable, cool products, and letting self-expression do the rest. So that's just a little bit of who we are at Gap. But also who we are in relation to all of you is we're really creator obsessed at Gap. And I include myself in that as well. Our brands are all on this journey of reimagination right now, and Gap, some of you guys may have seen a lot of the things going on at Gap recently. Gap is the furthest along on that journey right now, with Banana and Old Navy and Athleta very closely behind. But creators are really a key part of this reimagination of all of our different brands. And so this is a really exciting time because investments in creators and expanding where we show up, like YouTube shopping.
All right, guys. For those who are new to my stream, welcome. You guys, and for those who are returning my stream, welcome back. You guys got any comments, requests, questions, super chat, super stickers, or gift donations? Please leave them in the chat right over here. And new to my channel, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on all post notifications on any news here, and let's keep it going. I'm already set up for Dreamcast Wednesdays. I was gonna do it at 4:30 p.m. But I wanted to get Gary started on. So, anyways, let's get back into it.
A lot of my friends in real life are creators themselves, and so I love having open and honest conversations with them. But when it comes to creators professionally that we like to work with, we like to work with creators who are genuinely really honest with their audiences and saying, hey, these jeans fit me really well. I tried on this top. This wasn't exactly the right thing for me, but it would probably be great for somebody who has this sort of body type or whatnot. additionally, we like creators who are really honest with us, like I mentioned. So if we are partnering with a creator and they're just like, this product category just isn't really my style, like tell us so that we can work you into a different campaign or that we can find different products to sample you. All of that, we are really open and value that sort of feedback. And then lastly, the types of creators that we like to work with are those who are comfortable going beyond just content. Obviously, creating content is your job, and it's my job to help facilitate that from the Gap Inc. side. But more than that, as Gap Inc. looks to the rest of 2026 and 2027, what we're really starting to value is creators who can come to us with a real perspective. So what I mean by that is, right now we're already sketching out what products would look like next year. And so we're forming focus groups of creators who we can flash the sketches to and say, what do you guys think about this? And who can come back to us with insights from their audience and say, my audience is really obsessed with straight leg denim. I understand you guys are flexing into this ultra baggy thing, but what I'm hearing on the street is X, Y, and Z. That really helps us. It also helps you because then we're creating products that you're able to sell a lot more of. So there's that. Also, partnering outside of content, inviting you to events and things like that. So we're looking to expand the relationship that we have with creators more than just this initial transactional relationship that we might have. So that's launching tomorrow, and so that'll be available online everywhere. And we're really, really excited about it. That is kind of Gap's first foray into the beauty space. So any of you who are beauty or fragrance folks, definitely, watch this space for Gap. There's a lot more to come. This is that first foray into it, and we're really excited about it. And we already know, from the teases that we've done on social, that there's enormous demand for some of these legacy scents that folks might remember, like Heaven and Dream and Grass. So yeah, something that we're really, really excited about. The third thing that we're really excited about is kind of reintroducing Gap Body. That's another thing that we were hearing from customers. I should note that everything that I'm talking about with regard to Gap, the reason why we're bringing some of these things back is because there's such incredible demand from customers. We're hearing it all over the place. And Gap Body is the same thing. It's, bringing it back in a meaningful way, a lot of different styles and SKUs and colorways. Comfort is really the ultimate confidence. That's sort of the tagline of Gap Body. And these are really foundational pieces meant to move with you. And they're made from incredibly soft, wonderful fabrics. The whole point is this like premium feeling fabric and a fit that really holds up with a modern and soft feminine point of view. The pieces that we're introducing are really simple, they're foundational, and they're unmistakably Gap. And it includes, underwear, bras, sleep, as well as basics. One of the things that I find really interesting, especially from the research that we've been gathering ahead of the Gap Body launch, is that what we're seeing, especially from like millennials and Gen Z and even younger, is that they're incorporating some of these pieces and testing them visibly. So as you can see from the image on the right there, that's sort of like triangle bra, wearing that under an overshirt, but still sort of showing it, but with a baggy pair of jeans. Very 90s, a little bit TLC. So yeah, we're starting to see that too. But incorporating Gap Body as part of the entire outfit rather than just as these pieces that you wear to go to sleep or hang around the house in. And then lastly, what we're excited about for Gap right now, going into fall, and particularly applicable right now, is back to school and Gap Kids and Baby. Gap Kids is growing incredibly fast for us here at Gap, and back to school this year is about color, it's about patterns, graphics, color blocking, all of that. Sweatshirts and hoodies, detailed denim. So what I mean by that is we're seeing denim pieces with really unique stamping to them and really unique hemming and all of these functional components of denim that kids are really, really excited about, and all of it's incredibly comfortable. So back to school, we are heavy in back to school right now. Lots of promos happening as well. So if you have a family angle or some sort of kid audience, this is really something that's taking off, because we've seen incredible energy for Gap Kids, and we get a lot of messages from folks asking us, for even more, and new fits and new releases and new arrivals, all of that. Switching gears a little bit, wanted to jump into Old Navy. So in a couple weeks, something just to keep on all of your radar, Old Navy is launching their denim campaign. It's denim for the whole family, but it is going to be headed by a very, 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 very large talent. And a lot of other large talent being part of it as well. So Old Navy is really going hard for denim this year, and really focused in on fit and comfort, value, and quality. So some of the favorite fits for Old Navy are low-rise baggy, the arc fit, extra high-rise wide leg. All of those are really favorite trending pieces. Also coming up in September, which, this might be a little early to be discussing it. I'm sure my marketing team is probably going to slap my wrist for talking about it this early. But Old Navy is leaning really hard into active in September in a really, really big way. It's launching in September, this sort of like new active brand from Old Navy. And active is Old Navy's fastest growing category. It has a full suite of affordable, extremely comfortable pieces built for style and durability as well as performance. So more to come there. Keep your eyes on that. I also am being mindful of the time right now, so I might scoot through a couple of these a little bit fast. But back to school for Old Navy, huge for us. Old Navy is the back to school destination. Key categories for Old Navy that we are seeing tons of velocity behind. Obviously denim, kids active, sweaters and knits. Obviously graphic tees are huge, as well as kids accessories like backpacks, shoes, bracelets, all of that sort of thing. So really key areas of Old Navy. And then I also want to touch on Athleta, another thing to keep on your radar coming soon. We are relaunching Athleta soon. You can get sort of like early previews of it on the Athleta site. Here's some examples. But Athleta has, it's a brand created by women, for women, designed by women, for women. And we have all new leadership at Athleta, all women as well. And really, really focused on delivering comfort and performance that looks good and feels good for women. So more to come there. It's really cool. Of everything I presented, this is actually what I'm most excited about. So if that gives you any clue. And then Banana Republic is consistently the most fashion forward, I think, within the Gapping portfolio. Really incredible fabrics, travel-inspired collections. You can see here Portugal. One of the things that I love about Banana and that we consistently see with sales is stuff that has really beautiful texture. So any pieces that have these like natural, beautiful textures to them that are woven. Categories that are really winning right now in Banana Republic are accessories. Men's for Banana Republic, which is really awesome. And just show-stopping styles and textures. So tips for success for us. Again, I'm sorry, Nikki, that I'm running up on time, but
no, that's okay. I think people love what you have to say, so I'm sure people will stay on if
okay.
we need to.
We've got a lot of upcoming sales coming up. We've got friends and family sales that appear in fall, and that is some of our biggest discounts of the year. Obviously, Labor Day sale is going to be huge for us. It's really big for denim as well. And then we've got dedicated denim sales coming in mid-September, especially for Gap and Old Navy. Also, always check Old Navy. There's always a sale going on at Old Navy in some different category. Another tip for success for us is we create really big moments, as I mentioned with Hailey Bieber or Cat's Eye or Young Miko or any of those big campaigns that you may have seen. So don't hesitate when all of that energy is happening around the brand. Don't hesitate to create content. Even green screen it if you don't have the product with you. We see a lot of success from creators just like, focusing in and taking advantage of that moment. We, like I mentioned earlier, any content around one piece, 3 ways, or how to style, those do really well on YouTube Shorts. Anything, if you like stop into a store to create content, that does really well for us. And then just generally getting out of the house. If you are obviously with lives, that wouldn't be expected, but getting out of the house to show how the product works in your everyday life is always great. Additionally, anything that's editorialized or themed, so like, date night fits, or things I'm getting my 30-year-old boyfriend, or getting ready for college, or beach vacation with the family, that sort of stuff does really well. Another reminder is that high and low product does really well for us. So obviously, if you're featuring, you know, a $100 sweater, then that's great. But make sure that you even it out a little bit too, and add something that's a little bit more affordable, just to create that balance for the audience. Speaking to camera or voiceover, always a huge winner versus just like background music and a slideshow. We find that actively engaging with the camera, speaking directly to it, speaking directly to the audience does well. And then focusing in on product details and fabrication. What makes it special? What makes it stand out from the other stuff that exists out there? I want to open it up to a brief Q&A if there are any questions, but also wanted to let all of you guys know that we would love to gift every single one of you. So here's a QR code to a Google form. You can fill it out, and we'll be able to gather your information and send you an invite to our gifting site so that you can select a piece or two to be gifted to you. Right now, our brands are all set at 10%. That could theoretically be changing in the near future. So keep an eye on that, but we'd love to gift you and would love to see how you guys bring our brands and products to life.
Corey, thank you so much. This is so sweet. And I know so many of our creators have loved hearing from you. Myself, I've loved hearing from you, our whole YouTube team too. I know there were a few hands raised earlier that we just put down just while Corey was going through it. I know I saw Liz on there, but then we can get back to everyone. But Liz, I know I saw you on there too, if you want to come off mute and ask your question. Life and Style by Liz, if you're still here. If not, okay, let's kick it over to Shannon. Shannon, skip to my life if you want to come off mute and ask your question to Corey. Nicole, do you need to unmute them? I don't know if that was.
I think
maybe that's
Shannon, you should be able to unmute.
Oh, okay.
Second. Okay, Shannon, go ahead and try again.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So Corey, thank you so much. What a generous presentation. I really appreciate it. I know that I'm an over 40 creator, and I know that your brands trend towards Gen X Millennial. Is there a place for over 40 creators in your suite of products?
Oh, Corey, you're muted now. We're playing games here.
That's okay. Honestly, I do that about 50 times a day regularly in meetings, so it's fine. So just to double click on your question, you're asking if there's a place for over 40 within our brands? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We see, obviously, Athleta actually has a really wonderful audience over 40, Old Navy, and Gap too. So I think all three of them. Actually, I would add Banana in there too. So I understand that, the positioning of the brands during certain moments might feel, like it's focused on Gen Z or something like that. But I think there's a place in all of the brands for over 40 for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. Liz, I see you're back now. I think we had ever muted. If you want to come off mute and ask your question.
Hi. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Corey. First of all, I'm so excited about grass coming back. I am 54 years old. I absolutely remember that fragrance. I used to wear it. So I'm excited about that. And then secondly, are you able to somehow notify, I would say managers, I guess, at the store level that you are promoting creators and allowing like in the store filming and in the dressing room try-on hauls?
Yeah, actually, it's interesting you say that. I was just in a meeting earlier this week where they were saying that we needed to work on updated messaging to all of our GMs to inform them of creators coming in and filming. And just
the reason, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The reason I asked is because when YouTube Shopping first added Gap brands, I was in a store and talking to a manager and she had no idea. And then I did try to reach out via email, but I hadn't heard back from anyone. But I think her take at the time was that she
didn't think we were allowed to film in store.
Yeah, so this is really great. I'll use this as a proof point and go back to them and say, hey, somebody actually brought it up to me in this call. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
I think one of the things that the GMs are really sensitive to is potentially having other people who are just there to shop being featured in the background. And so something to just be mindful of if you are filming in store. The other thing I would say is last week we launched the Gap Inc. Employee Creator Program. So we expanded our existing creator program to all of the Gap Inc. employees nationwide. And so I believe that the GMs are going to be significantly more comfortable with people who are filming in store, as long as they're just being respectful of the other guests in the store. So love that you spoke to somebody and asked. I will personally make sure that I get something out to the GMs to re-communicate our ongoing comfort with people shooting in store.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Jessica Flores, if you want to come off mute.
Hi, Corey.
Hi.
Hi, so my name is Jessica Flores, and I've been creating for like 10 years now, maybe a little more. But my bread and butter is covering designer collaborations with stores like The Gap. However, I'm finding that recently I'm having trouble finding out about these collaborations until it's like almost too late. For example, when the Victoria Beckham came out, I think it's because of all the streaming that we do now, I rarely see commercials, so I don't see those Gap commercials coming out. And for the Victoria Beckham collection, I managed to just get one piece. Thankfully, that video still had close to 10,000 views, but how can I better discover specifically when collaboration collections come out, but anytime there's like an exciting new campaign?
Jessica, you queued me up beautifully. Thank you so much. So actually, if you guys get to actually be gifted, if you guys scan this QR code, then in it, there is something at the bottom that says, would you like us to send you an invite to the Gap Inc. Creator Program? And what that is, that's the method that we use to gift everybody so that you can select your own pieces and ship them wherever you want, excuse me. But on top of that, we send out email blasts to everybody who's in that program, and we say, hey, next week we're launching a new collaboration with Victoria Beckham, and here's an early gifting link for that. Or hey, this is at this time Gap Beauty is rolling out tomorrow, so you know, XYZ. So I would say that, along with just making sure to like follow the brand on various socials, is probably going to be the most effective way. But we do send out dedicated newsletters to all the creators within the creator program, and you can join literally just for the newsletters and the free gifting, obviously.
And Jessica and team two, well, our team will work really closely with Corey and the whole Gap team too, to make sure that we're in touch with them about, you know, exciting new updates that we can, of course, relay to you guys in YouTube Studio and in workshops like these and in our own comms too. So we'll work together with his team as well, just to make sure we're keeping you guys informed.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Even earlier
Thank you
today,
so much.
we were having a conversation about potentially working on some special moments with YouTube shopping. So more to come there.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. I just got my Awake New York baseball cap, and the website said it was like one of the last two. So
Yeah,
Amazing.
awesome.
thank you.
Very cool.
And then I know we're up on time. So Corey, do you have time for a few more questions? Do you have to have, because what we can do too is have creators, we can consolidate some of the questions and email them over to you, or if you have time to stay on, up to you.
Actually, I'm good. This is really surprising.
Great.
So yeah.
Okay, let's see. We have a question from Ewell. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry. But feel free to come off mute. Let's see. I think you're still. Oh, there you go.
My question isn't actually for Corey, but it's for the YouTube team with regard to, is there going to be an ability for us, let's say we have pictures of something where we want to post on our platform under our our channel, but not necessarily put out a reel. Are we going to be able to do that and maybe have, like, let's say you have 4 pictures and you want to be able to post each one of these products and link it out? Will it be something we can do?
Shoot us over an email, because maybe you're referring to community posts. Nicole put our email there, so we'll make sure to get back to you. So feel free to email that, and we'll follow up. And then just for the remainder, we'll keep the questions for Corey and the Gap team. Amari, if you have a question for Corey, feel free to come off mute.
Yes, hi Corey. This is Bulletfreak 224, and I've been wearing your Gap products for quite a while now. So, does doing try-on hauls affect my commissions? I know. I'm saying some such weird questions, but I have to ask.
Oh, Corey, sorry, you're on mute again.
I'm sorry, that was my bad. Again, I do this a million times a day. But I would say right now the commission's set at 10%. So obviously if you do try on hauls and you convert through those, then obviously that certainly increases the amount of commission that you receive.
I'll be real here, Mr. Corey. I've been asking a lot of weird questions lately, but you know, you get the idea.
No,
It's fine. That's not a weird question at all.
And then I think we have a question from Jennifer Taylor, if you want to come off mute.
Okay. Hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm really leaning hard into my ADHD and filming while I'm listening to the webinar. So, which I'm actually filming some Old Navy teacher looks right now. That's where this skirt is from. So, teacher fashion is something I do every year because I worked in higher ed before I went full time, and then my mom just retired as a teacher. So that's like a big thing just in my content. And so what I would love to know is before I start posting all of this, does the Gap family of brands offer teacher discounts of any kind that I can call out or flag?
Yes.
Okay.
The Old Navy brand has a teacher discount,
okay.
I believe. If you, how can I?
Is it on the website? I think you can get there.
Yes, I believe so. I'm so sorry I wasn't as prepared for this question as I was other ones.
I can
It looks like it's 10% off. Teacher discount active July 22nd through September 15th.
Okay.
And it looks like you just need a valid school ID at checkout.
Okay. Perfect. That's exactly what I need.
A little Google search.
Gosh, Google to beat me to the punch.
No, that's great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And then maybe we'll have one more question, Corey, and then we can consolidate some of the remainder ones. Let's see, Sandra Salin.
Hi there. So I'm an 85-year-old YouTuber.
Yeah.
And how do you never appeal to us, to the more mature woman. I understand, I shop at Athletica, but I don't even dare walk into Gap.
Uh-huh.
How about appealing to some, having some mature woman, focus?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's definitely something that we flex into with Old Navy and certainly sometimes with Banana Republic as well. But I can take that feedback back to the Gap team for sure.
I mean, I'd love to walk into a store and show my viewers, some great looking, cool outfits.
Yeah, I would love for you to be able to do that too. So if I can double click a little bit further into it, are you looking for different product or are you looking for just better representation of people of all different ages within the
I just
store?
want some cool clothes.
Nice.
That I can recommend to other women. That maybe our waists are maybe a little bit thicker and we weigh maybe a little bit more. I remember my first pair of Gap jeans. I'm probably older than the store. But I mean, I'd like to be able to walk in and be able to find some clothes.
Yeah, well, I mean, the good thing is that Gap, as well as the other brands, they have so many different fits of the denim that we have. Different curve love fits to honor all sorts of shapes of bodies as well, different washes and things like that. So I do think that there are products within Gap's existing assortment that you could probably shout out and also find really comfortable and cool. And yeah, especially going into fall and holiday, there's so many, the assortment is so versatile and has so many. I'm really excited. Gap has this Cash Soft collection for sweaters in particular. And I really enjoy those. My mom really enjoys those. Actually, everybody in my life enjoys those. So I think there are still pieces within the Gap store and especially on Gap online that could appeal to you and your audience.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, well, I know we went over, and so Corey, we really appreciate. I know we still have some extra questions, so if you guys email us at Let's Go YT Shopping, we can then get those questions over to Corey and get back to you guys. But Corey, this was so helpful and such a great session. So we really appreciate it. And we're so excited for all things happening and coming with the Gap brand. So thank you guys again, and thank you to all our amazing creators for joining. We're going to be having another session next week, so look out for an email from Nicole and I and the YouTube shopping team about that. But more sessions to come. And so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And Corey, thank you again for joining. And make sure to scan this QR code for some gifting. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh man. Yo, to be honest with you guys, that's got one of the longest YouTube sessions I have ever had. I asked some questions about the Gap Creator Program. If I can buy some products from Gap and do a little try on haul video, I will probably get like 10% commission from them. Like depend on the views and stuff. I'm going to try to buy at least one to two outfits to see if I could try it on or not. So yeah. So anyways, you guys, for those that are new to my stream, welcome, and for those who are returning to my stream, welcome back. You guys got any comments, requests, questions, super chat, super stickers, or gift donations? Please leave them in the live chat right over here. And you know my channel, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to all post notifications of any videos here, and let's keep it going. Oh, and Amir says Marvel's Capcom Switch playthrough with Rolling Gold War Machine. I still have it in the book. It's still up for grabs. Still up for grabs. It's still up for grabs, you guys. Still up for grabs. Oh yeah, you guys, please note that I can play all my Switch 1 games onto my Switch 2 right there. So please stay tuned for more Switch videos in the near future. And oh yeah, Amir, this is the last time I'm doing role playthroughs on the Marvel vs. Capcom series here. This is the last time. Okay, Domingo says, Hey, Bulletfreak 204 Game, how are you today? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Domingo. How are you today? I'm still here, Bulletfreak 204. I'm listening to the audio in the background. Now, the thing is, I heard about. Wait. Amir says you should continue doing Phantom Breaker Omnibus computer matches from now until the future. To be honest with you, I've never done any videos on Phantom Breaker Omnibus for quite a while now, you guys. So yeah, if I could get if I could get the chance, I could do 20 to 30 videos today. So sky's the limit, right? You had a good day today, Domingo? What happened? Oh, Smoking Man says, "Are you going skiing?" No, I am not going skiing. This is my identity here. Yeah, this is my secret identity. This covered in it's covered in fingerprints and such. I gotta clean this off. All right, I'll be right back. Oh snap! There's a new Jumanji movie. Oh my goodness! Oh, I can't see. Okay. So Smoky Man says, you like Timu Snake Eyes. Do I now? Okay. Domingo says, today I went to Wendy's to eat and order myself a cookie dough. Okay. As I was saying, um, today I went to Wendy's to eat and order myself a cookie dough chocolate frosty fusion and a double stack biggie bag. It came with 4 chicken nuggets, French fries, and a double stack cheeseburger. That yo, that tastes really good. Smoky Man says sounds good. Okay, Domingo says, "Oh, Bulletfreak. What's your thoughts and opinion on the original Xbox on the original Xbox?" Yeah, my opinion is the Xbox has lots of great games. It has some great fighting games on it, like Dead or Alive 3, Mortal Kombat, Capcom Fighting Evolution. You name them. Okay, Smoking Man says you should just take the you should take. Okay, you should just take the shirt off and you're probably warming that mask. Yeah, I do feel kind of hot wearing this mask, but it's the only way to conceal my identity. I don't want people to know that I am Bullet Freak 224 here. Okay, Domingo says, I do agree with you, Bullet Freak. The original Xbox does have a lot of fight games, including Soul Calibur 2. It does, yes. And no, I'm not taking. I know I'm not taking off taking off my shirt here, you guys. I'm not doing that. Not in front of you guys. It'll be embarrassing. Okay, Amir says Capcom for the SNK2 Switch with Yuri and Gal Groove. Just in case if my book runs out of space, I can put my requests in this little phone right here. Excuse me? Smokey Man, please stop. Please stop. Please. Don't get me started today, please. Everything was peaceful today. Don't get me started today, please. Yo, Todd Meaningless. If I can't try and get the name, try and get the name right. And no, I'm not taking up. Okay, Domingo says the original Xbox is a great console, and I will say the only one bad I will say that is that WWE games on the original Xbox are bad because of bugs and glitches. Oh my goodness, yeah. Where is it? Okay, Domingo says the original Xbox is great. The Xbox 360 is awesome. The Xbox One is okay, and the Xbox Series X is okay in my opinion. All right, guys, we got about 9 minutes left, you guys. So let's get those comments in. Let's get the little questions in, and so forth. Okay, go to my community comments. Okay, and Todd the most Todd, if Tom Demus TV is on my stream right now, I will shout him out right now. So please come to the stream today or next week. Okay, guys, I got about 4,677 subscribers. I'm on my way to 5,000 subscribers just to finish. I need 5,000 subscribers to finish the story. Everybody has a story to finish. Oh, snap. Look who it is, you guys. It's Todd Demus TV is joining the live stream as a last minute. What's going on here, man? Long time no see. Why would you channel Great Alien Gaming? So this is the time to donate some of your super chats and your super stickers or gifts. If you donate a super chat or a super sticker, that means you're showing support for my channel here. Okay, Todd. Okay, Tom Demus TV says I still have it, but decided to grow this channel more. I kind of combine everything I do here. Okay. I seen your channel a couple of times, maybe one or two times. I do gaming on this channel too. I recently got 2 arcade one-up cabinets and a fighting stick. That's great. I gotta offer you to. I gotta offer for you. If I make you a moderator on my stream here, will you donate a super chat or a super sticker to me? Let me know. Let me know, chat. Let me know. Okay, if I'm okay, Todd Demus TV. If I make you a moderator on my stream here, I want you to donate a super chat or a super sticker or gifts or a gift. So yeah. Oh wait. Hold on. Oh snap! Oh, yo, Todd Demus just donated $5 to me, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Demus, for the super chat. Thank you so much. What moderator do you want to be? Managing or standard? Your choice. Okay. Domingo says during the 6th generation of video games, the PlayStation 2 sold over 160 million units, and the OG has sold. No. I'm giving you a choice here. Will you be a standard moderator or a managing moderator? It's your choice. Your choice. making your mind, Todd Dominis TV. Okay. Manager moderator can help you manage blocked words or change chat modes in live. Also has capabilities of standard moderators, and a standard moderator can help you remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. You got 2 minutes. Make your choice. Make your choice. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to make up your mind. Okay. If you want to be a managing moderator, that's fine. Let's do it. All right, guys. I made Todd Dominis TV as a managing moderator. So, yeah. Thank you, Todd Dominis TV, for donating $5 to me, you guys. Thank you. I haven't received any super chats or super stickers over the past couple of episodes here, you guys. All right, you guys. That's going to do the episode of Bulletfreak's Gaming Request Line. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like on videos, leave a comment, share, and subscribe on YouTube channel if you guys haven't. Make sure to turn on all post notifications on for any new videos here. And make sure you remember on my Patreon or on YouTube to gain access to my Discord. And don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and every channel online, Xbox Live and PSN. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait, hold on. Todd Dominis says, it's not much, but I hope it helps. I got some heritage when my grandmother died. I am terribly sorry, Todd Dominis. Hopefully in the future you'll try to make a donation to my channel in the near future. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace.